Alright, so once you get your Perfect Sun Goliath, this is how you hang it. Now, it seems, it's a heavy light. It's about 58, 59 pounds. So you think that by yourself you wouldn't be able to hang it, but I'm actually going to show you an easy way you can hang it. The first thing you want to do, and when you're in your grow room, is lay down some sort of cloth. That way you don't scrape the bottom of your light. Next thing is unwrap the actual hangers themselves. And now we're going to zoom in here. There's 4 different nodes here, right? 4 little eyelets that you want to hang on to. And here's how you're going to do it. So there's a way to hang on the long way and the short way. If you hang on the long way, you'll have this end here of the clip. Make sure to separate it to where it's even, like this. 2 on each side. 2 are going to go to, make sure to separate the bottom as well. So 2 are going to go to that eyelet over there and 2 to this eyelet over here. All you do is you take the clips, make sure you have them on the end here like that. Clip one through and then clip the other through. And they're going to go on one eyelet. It doesn't seem like there's enough room to fit an eyelet, but they will. Just make sure to pull them to the same way the eyelet is. So if the eyelet here is facing this way, then the clips are going to go in. They're going to face that way like that. All right, now that's the long way to hang it. I'm going to show you now if you want to hang this way the short way. We're still going to use all 4 of these. First thing you do is take at the end here, and we want to take these off. We're still going to use this though. Now we have 4 here. Separate the 4 of them. 2 are hung like so. Right, so now we have 4 separate things hung on these hangers here. Pick 2 that we're going to hang on one hanger, like so here. What we're going to do is we're going to take the end. Alright, so we're going to want to do then, for the second way, to hang it up the short way, because you don't want it to be super tall away from your ceiling. And also I'm going to tell you a trick with people that have tents on what to do. Here's the big clip. Take the big clip off. Take off all the cables and hook up 4 to each small clip. Here's 3 right now. I'll hook up the 4th one now. Like so. Okay. Now I got 4 cables on one small clip. And on the other side over here, we have more clips. So let's go ahead and take off all these clips right now. So take off each clip. 1, 2, 3. Now on this side, take the 4 that you have and put 1 clip on through each one of them right now. Like that. Oops. There. Like so, and then take the final one. Boom. Okay, so now we have both ends with 1 clip, like so. Now, you can trust the 1 clip, it's pretty strong. If you want to double it up, you can. You can take another of these small clips here, same way it was if it was a long way, and just slide it through all 4 of these holes like that. And now you have 2 clips like this on one side of it like that. Right? Do the same thing for the other end. Take your small clip here, open it up, put it through all 4 of these like that, turn it all the way around to the small ends facing that way. Now both sides, the small ends are facing the same way. Pull it tight. Now you can hang it up the short way. Take one side and put it through the big clip. Both clips go right through the big clip. Like so. And it pulls down the center. Now each of these are in clip now to each side. And you can see now you have a much lower hanging profile, which is what you want. You want this lower hanging profile right here. I would start with hanging 1 at a time. So with 1 clip, 1 small clip at a time. Put that small clip in there, like so. Take the other small clip, push this one to the side so you have enough room, and then clip it on as well. So now you have 2. This is kind of a tight fit, but it will fit in there, like so. And you have 2 clips like that on one side. Again, make sure to put both of these small clips to the large clip here. That's going to be where you hang it like that. You can actually kind of angle it back and forth, like kind of angle the light to where it has an angle to if you want to. Again, make sure you're going the same way the holes, makes it easier. You can try to get both of them simultaneous if you want, but I find one at a time is much easier. So, let's lock in place like that, and then repeat the same thing for this side. Now you have a really, really strong mechanism. Now, how do you get this thing and hang it up? It's freaking heavy, right? What you do is after you have both sides hooked up, you then take your ratchet. Let me go get a ratchet and show you what I mean. The other thing you need is something like this. If you have ceilings that actually have wood or something like that in it, then use something like this. Make sure it's thick. See how thick it is? Bought this at Walmart. This is for like hanging up bicycles and things like this. I also make ones that are longer, but I want the shortest profile possible because I have short ceilings. Make sure this screws into solid wood. If you don't have solid wood to screw into, then you got to find studs and you got to use 2x4s, and you got to make sure the 2x4s are screwed with super long screws into the studs of your ceiling, and then screw this into the 2x4s. You just need 2 of these hooks or 2 of these into the ceiling for them to go into. If you're using a tent, then if the poles it comes with, depending on the brand of your tent, if the poles it comes with aren't strong enough to hold the Goliath, because it is 58 pounds, and I know it comes with like these hollow kind of, most tents come with these kind of hollow hanging poles, then you might want to use a frame. So basically, you're going to take two 2x4s this way on your tent, and then one going across this way at the ceiling. So this is the walls of your tent, and this is the ceiling of your tent, like that. Take this one and zip tie it to the actual metal pole that goes across the tent so it stabilizes so it doesn't fall. You can also put some sort of stabilization on the bottom beams as well, like have some 2x4s here and this way, and then make little triangle wedges or something like that if you wanted to. But or you can just have the 2 on the sides going like that. So it's kind of like you have a 2x4 like this making a T on the ground, so that it has something to, like, stabilize itself, and then use metal L brackets on each side and screw those in so it stays stable. That way it has like kind of like a leg sort of. And then at the top again, just zip tie it to one of the poles or even 2 of the poles. Now usually your tent will come with more than one pole for the top of your tent. Take 2 of the poles and pull them together, or even 3 if it has them, and try hooking the clip through 3 of them. If you can't, take some really strong galvanized wire that's covered in plastic, which you can buy at Walmart, and wrap that around the poles, and then make like a loop, and then you hook the clip, which is down there. Take the clip right there, that clip right there, and clip it onto that. And those are different ways you can hang the light inside of a tent. Alright, so next thing is I'm going to show you guys is the ratchet. Now these ratchets here that I use is the Sun Grip ratchet. It's really cool because it has a little button here. It just makes it much easier. The button allows you to pull. So if you pull this up, and the button allows you to take it and grab your light and pull it back down, like so, by holding this button down. Others have like a little flip switch type thing, but either way they work the same. Don't use yo-yos, use strong ratchets. Right, now here's how you do this. So you take the ratchet, this is the part of the ratchet that's going to hang up on your hook. So this will be your hook. That's in the ceiling, like that. Or this will be the part that hooks onto whatever strong galvanized wire you have. So you can connect this, because you have strong galvanized wire wrap around. You'll have strong galvanized wire wrap around the poles of your tent. This is going to connect onto that galvanized wire if you're using poles. If you're using something like this, to connect onto it like that. The other end here is the end that holds your light. So you turn it like this. You want to clip the clip onto here, like so. You can bypass this clip altogether and just put this clip right onto here, and that will actually save you about an inch or 2 of space, which every inch can count. Now, then what you want to do, you want to raise this thing. Let me go ahead and pull it down here like this. Now, if I wanted to raise my light up, right, that might be kind of hard to do, right? It might be kind of hard to just lift this weight up. I can't just lift the weight of my light up. So instead of this will be hanging. What you do is you grab the edge of the light here. Let's kind of lift it up here. You grab the edge of the light. You lift it up with one arm. Now remember, this is going to be hanging on the ceiling, so I wouldn't be actually holding it right now. You lift this up like that. After it's lifted up, you have slack in the rope. Then you take this and you pull it up like that and lift the light up. Do like, just lift up as high as you can. So with one hand you're lifting, with the other hand you're pulling this wire. Pulling out the wire, you're pulling the rope. So lift and then pull. And then you take the other side, lift and pull. And you keep lifting and pulling until you have the height you want it. Now when you want to lower it, make sure don't just to push this button or the way that light's just flying down to the ground. Instead, you do the same thing. You hold the light, then you push this and you slowly release it and then let go. And how low you want to go it. And you do that back and forth on each side until it's the right height you want it when you're lowering it. Alright, so that's how you hang it. And those are different tricks that you can use in order to hang this light in different situations like a tent. Or if you have like ceilings like me in a room. Also if you have some sort of metal type of bars or anything like that, or in your warehouse, whatever it is you're in, there's different ways you can hang this. Obviously, if you already have that kind of mechanism, you know that these clips will just clip right onto there. So yeah, there's different ways to hang it. Now to get the shortest profile possible, if you run out of room, once you get toward the top of the ceiling, you can bypass all this altogether, the ratchet and everything. Take this right here, take the galvanized wire that has the protective plastic coating, hook it on here, and then twist it around whatever it is you're hanging on. So if you're hanging on to this right here, you just galvanize wire it right to that. If it's on a pole or whatever in a tent, you galvanize wire right to here, and that's to give you the shortest hanging profile. Now another way to get a shorter profile is to come down here like this, and then use some strong galvanized wire to galvanize it like this, and then you have another galvanized wire right here, and that'll give you a slightly lower profile. You don't want to go more than 3 inches though. But yes, that's how you can do that if you want to get as high as possible. Just remember, take this all the way down like that, and that's how you get it. And then you not zip tie, but you twist this, use galvanized wire right here, and then use galvanized wire right here, and that's how you can hang it. Right? Or you can just take galvanized wire and wrap it through each of these eyelets here. So bypass this all together. So galvanized wire through here, twist tie it, galvanized wire here, twist tie it. That way you have a nice short profile, and then use another piece of galvanized wire and hang it from that. That way you're about 3 inches off the back of the light. You just want to make sure these fans have room to breathe. You want to give them at least 3 inches to breathe. Alright, so there you go. Those are different ways in which you can hang your Goliath. I prefer this way right here. If I ever do run out of room, then I'll use galvanized wire to give me a slightly shorter profile. I usually still use the clip to clip it on because I want a good, 5 inches or so from the ceiling to, that way the fans have enough breathing room. Alright, so hope you guys can figure out. If you have any questions, go ahead and just contact me at perfectsunled.com, which you should be on the site already watching this video, and just hit the contact button, email me. Or you can call me on the phone number, I'll leave a message, and then I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible.